Welcome back and thank you for joining me. We begin where we left off in Breitenstein on part 2 of a 3-part journey along the Semmering Railway. It's Midlander in the mountains. Run VT! I follow the Semmering Railway Hiking Trail down from the upper part of Breitenstein, through the woods and to the base of the valley, and continue to point 7 on our map, which is the Bluntzen viaduct. It's a little early for refreshments, but I'll certainly be back, and not just because it looks inviting, but because it's always good to see this sign. Who knows what kind of beautiful machinery I might see on a weekend afternoon. Then I walk along the base of the valley past the Kurhaus viaduct. And take in some colourful artwork. And then along to the base of the Kalteriner viaduct, where you can just see my next stop, the house by the track. This is former station keeper's house 167, and as it's better known today, the Ghega Museum. Owned by a real character, Georg Zwickl, or as he introduced himself to me, just George.
Hello.
Hello, George.
Hello, welcome to the Ghega Museum.
He's a world-renowned expert on Ghega.
Das ist der erste Raum des Ghega Museums. Beginnt mit Geburt, Südtirol, Nordbahn bis zur Reise nach Amerika.
Carl Ghega was born in Venice to Albanian parents in 1802. His father was a naval officer, a career he had also been encouraged to follow. But after leaving naval college at 15, he went to the university at Padova. And at just 17 years old, he'd not only completed an engineering degree, but also a doctorate in mathematics. Ghega had immense talent, and after working in Italy, particularly in South Tyrol, on road construction, he networked his way into a job in Austria, working on the construction of the then Northern Railway. Ghega studied other railways, particularly those in England, and he then took a trip to America to study railways there. He soaked up knowledge like a sponge. Ghega was given the task of constructing a railway straight through the Semmering, really important to the Austro-Hungarian Empire, as this gave rail access straight down to the port of Trieste. He presented his first plan in 1844. Construction started in 1848, and by 1854 it was done. A huge engineering undertaking at not insignificant cost. 88 men died directly on the railway line, and the death toll was over 1,000 for other associated things like disease. In 1851, even before its completion, Carl Ghega was awarded a knighthood, and then he became Karl Ritter von Ghega. And the entry fee for the museum is just a suggested donation. But the real living hero of this museum is George himself. You can really feel his passion for this project. He bought the house direct from the Austrian Railways as a complete derelict wreck. And with the help of friends and family, he realised his dream of making a museum dedicated to Karl Ritter von Ghega. If you're on the Semmering Railway Hiking Trail, this museum is a must visit. And so I continued on my way, past the Adlitzgraben viaduct. Through the beautiful countryside. I even found a big chimney at a golf course. One of the absolutely lovely things which I've already experienced whilst I've started filming is the wonderful people that you meet. And when I was up at the Ottertal, I met this couple, and she asked me in German where I was from, and I replied in my terrible German that I lived there but I was originally from England. At which point she went into perfect Oxford English and said to me, "Oh, and which part of England are you from?" And we then proceeded to have a conversation for the next half an hour, and it was absolutely lovely. And she was pointing in this direction, and she said, "Oh, there's the Polaris band, the Polaris wall, if you like, and the 20 Schilling Blick." So I said to her, "What is the 20 Schilling Blick?" Well, 20 shilling is 20 shillings, and that was the currency in Austria before the euro, and a blick is a view. So it's the 20 shilling view. And she said, "Oh, it was on one of our banknotes, the old 20 shillings. You should go down and have a look." I survive on information from people like that. So here you go, the 20 Schilling Blick. Then it was time for a bit of a view. I've just walked through the forest down there from the Doppelreiterwarte, which was the name of the tower that I've just been taking that footage from. And I've come across this place, and it's just a sight to behold. I looked up and saw a face at the window and said hello, and went round the back and started chatting to a local artist who's been kindly allowed to use the derelict hotel by its current owners to take some photographs of some of his sculptures. He couldn't let me inside, but this place is just incredible. The stories this must be able to tell. A little more about that place next time. And just a few hundred yards from my final destination that day, I found something on the trail for the children. The Kleiner, or small Semmering Station. Well folks, the sun is getting low in the sky and I am nearly back at Semmering train station. So I am going to bid you farewell for now, say thanks for watching, and I hope you can join me again in part 2, where we will begin with a little military treat. Till then, cheers.